What is happening, everyone? I'm Noah back here once again, guys, on the Stage Rate Gaming channel. We have a new series for you. We're on F125 here. You guys might be wondering, why are you on F125 here? This is usually NASCAR content. You're right, it is, and it's still somewhat NASCAR content. I just think it'd be fun to get away from the NASCAR games for a little bit. I'm still gonna do that. I'm more likely to go live Wednesday or try to get a NASCAR 25 video upload. But anyways, I thought it'd be fun. For those of you who don't know, in 2018, Jimmie Johnson and Alonso did a driver swap. As with Alonso still with McLaren, Jimmie took around his McLaren car a little bit, and Alonso took around Jimmie Johnson's 48 Lowe's car. So, but anyways, I thought it'd be fun to do a what if series. Obviously, Jimmie Johnson went to IndyCar when he retired. And I thought it'd be fun to do Jimmie Johnson in Formula 1, because that's what he was wanting to do originally before he went to IndyCar. Because he was wanting to do people racing, but to get your license, the FIA license, all that for Formula 1, Jimmie just, it would have took too long for Jimmie to do, and he would have had to do a lot of other stuff. So he just didn't do it. He went to IndyCar. So that's why more the reason he went to IndyCars. But again, I thought it'd be fun to do Jimmie Johnson in Formula 1 and doing like a what if series, I guess, kind of. And then also to that is why we're with Team McLaren here, because Jimmie Johnson did the test with McLaren. So I figured, why not go with McLaren, right? So, but anyways, so I skipped over the grid reveal and all that stuff because it plays F1 music. I really don't want to get copyrighted. So, but other than that, we are pretty good here. Obviously, brand new season we got here going on here, and the only places I am worried about, I played F1 games before, but the only place I am worried about, I'm worried about Monaco just because how small and tight those corners are. Very worried about that. And Singapore, I am awful there. Baku, I am horrendous there. And Qatar, I will always run last. So, very worried about that. Mazda depends what type of race it is or what type of day it is, really. One day I may be good there, or the alpha I'm probably going to crash and die. So, we'll see what happens. But anyways, that's enough rambling on. This has been a long intro and I apologize. But anyways, let's load in Australia and kick off this new series on the Stage Rate Gaming channel. Okay, so we have finally loaded in Australia here, and yes, I did yes, I did qualify. This will probably be the one actual game I'd probably actually qualify in, because track position is so crucial in F1 games, and if you guys watch F1, y'all know how crucial it is. And so, I did qualify. This will probably be the really only race game I'll probably qualify in, just because how crucial track position is in Formula 1. But anyways, let's load in the race here, watch pre-race.
Winter is over. It's time for Formula 1 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to.
The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Tsunoda, Albon, Johnson, Ocon, and Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Bortoleto, Ollie Behrman, and Gasly, Stroll, Sainz, Isaac Hadjar, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Colapinto, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, No.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Alright, that's just... Alright, well, we're sticking with the default strategy. That is a very stupid alternate strategy. I have not hit more times than once. That's not going to play in our favor, but... Alright, so we're going to stick to the default strategy, because you saw the alternate strategy is very stupid, so we're not doing that. Alright, here we go. About to start here in Formula 1. Here we go. Lights out of the way we go here in Australia. Here with the Jimmie Johnson career mode here in Formula 1. Here we go. We're gonna send it in here. Be a little jet to go in there in the grass a little bit. But that's all right though. We'll see. We made it through turn 1 pretty easily there. As a little worried about Australia. I don't tend to run well here. I think like the highest finish I have in Australia is like a 5th. So I guess I don't do well in Australia. It's not an awful track for you like you'll see later on at Qatar and stuff. I'm sure I'm gonna hit the wall and die there as we battle for teammate Lando Norris here. And yes, I kept Lando Norris as teammate because 1, well, I like Lando Norris a little bit better than Oscar, and 2, Lando Norris just quite literally won the world title, so I feel like it made the most sense keeping Lando Norris. But back to say, I don't really like Australia. It's not that too bad here. I feel like I run pretty well here. It's this corner right here I usually don't do too well in, which I did okay. I did better than normal. And there's a corner almost out of turn 1. Alright, as we roll out of the final corner here, George Russell lead the first lap of the day here at Australia.
DRS.
I see you set the fastest lap is 2 now.
You can use DRS when you're within 1
As
second
sitting out of turn 1 here, as we approach Max Verstappen here, we're going to get a load of Verstappen here. This corner right here I'm not good in. Those 2 corner seem to be what hurt me the most in Australia. I run this corner wide, so that hurts a lot. So we'll see what happens here, but we did pretty well that time. We'll see when the tires get worn out and stuff, see what happens as we try to run George Russell down here. We got around Verstappen, so doing pretty well here in our F1 debut as we are up to P2, as we, oh, I about went up to the wall there. And also, before you keyboard start the comments, yes, I have the driving line on, because I need a little help here getting around for my braking zone. That is the only assist I have on is the braking zone, by the way. Or not braking zone, excuse me. That's not right. Or, technically, but I have the driving line for the braking zone. Oh my god, I gotta pay attention. I'm gonna die if I don't. Do not look at the camera when you're driving. That's an awful idea. But what I was saying is, I need it for when I know where my braking zone is. That's like the only time I need a driving line for. I do follow it, so I do need that a little bit. But I feel like it's kind of obvious what the driving line is in most racing games. I just don't know where my braking zones are. So I do need it for that, so deal with it. That's all I have to say. If I feel like I get good enough where I don't need it, then I may cut it off. But right now, I need it. I'm just streaming with the DRS here, trying to get a Russell. A little contact there, went over a little bit of our wing. Whoops.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
Okay, well, okay. I don't need to be that aggressive. That is... I was surprised I could get a warning collision, honestly, with Russell. I'll be honest. I kind of... Don't you brake check me? There it is. Hey, why did I get it now? He brake checked me. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try the overtake on George Russell. We battle with Russell. We will take the lead away here with Jimmie Johnson. And a corner that I think is not my best corner here in Australia. So we will take the lead here as we pull away for George Russell. There, that DRS zone helped so much also taking that away for George Russell. But we are out front leading here in the 48 McLaren machine now. Alright, I will say, I complain a little bit about Australia. I love the way the cars handle... Oh! Who was that? Something happened. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of rambling on. I wasn't really paying attention. I saw someone's out of the session. It's obviously a kit car, but I was not really paying attention to see who that was. But let's say it. I love the way this car handles on Australian F125. Even with the little wing damage we had, it's not awful. I actually feel like I could actually run good here now. As we were purple in Sector 1 and 2, and like I said, there's like 2 corners in there like that we're in right now that I'm not too good in, but I love the way this car handles it. Sector 3 is like my best spot just because Sector 1 and 2 have those 2 spots.
No issues with yellow flag.
Caution's out here. That is a kit car out. I think that's Hulkenberg. And here comes Max Verstappen. Verstappen having a run on us here. We're going to play a little bit of defense here on Max Verstappen. Verstappen trying to take the lead away from us as we played some pretty good defense in out of short out, holding Verstappen off here as we try to pull back away from the one car Verstappen. And here comes Verstappen in our mirror. Max Verstappen trying to get back up here with us as he goes to the DRS, so we'll see what Max Verstappen can do. Here comes the one Verstappen trying to take advantage of the DRS zone. Here comes Verstappen now. Me and Verstappen battle side by side, but we'll pull back out front. Verstappen in this final corner, here we go. This final corner's not been great. Mostly because of the front wing damage, this car gets very upset coming out of it.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid. But listen, not to worry. Get your head down.
I really
chin
gotta
up,
stop
and
looking
let's
at the
focus for
camera.
the rest of this race.
As Verstappen takes the lead away from us here, trying to get around Verstappen in the grass there a little bit. As we are going back here, battle with Verstappen, a little contact there. As being the one-car Verstappen battle, we were trying to make our way back up through here. We're going to lose a spot there as we battle George Russell, but we'll get back around George Russell as we try to run the one-car Verstappen down here. Here we go in the DRS zone. Can we take advantage of it and try to get back around the one-car Verstappen? Here we go. Down the straightaway we go, trying to approach this sector. Yeah, oh, we went wide there, got so loose. Car got so upset there due to that wing damage. George Russell looked like he got a little loose back there too. Max Verstappen has just pulled away here now. We'll try to see if we can reel him back in. He didn't get too far from us, but he definitely grew that gap though. And Max Verstappen down into the pits he goes. We'll stay out. Our pit window has not opened yet. I don't know when it opens.
Okay, your pit window opens next lap.
Okay, our pit window opens next lap here, so we got to try to make the best time we can here. And it may be, depending on what we cycle out at, I may try to put a new wing on. We will see though. But currently we're predicted to come back out at 15th. Hope if we can grow that a little bit more up to 11th now, but if we can grow that to a little bit more, I may try to repair the wing, see if we can try to actually have a solid day here, because that wing is definitely hurting us here. Our pit window has officially opened here. We are only predicted to drop down to 11th. I may still make the wing, though, repair the wing, just because I did damage it, and it would really help that car a lot, because it is hurting us a lot. You know, we're going to do it now just because it went up this P6 there. So we are definitely repairing this wing, and going to get a new wing on here, so hopefully it helped this car handle a lot better here. Alright, here we go. We are boxing this time by. We are only got predicted to come out of P6, so we are repairing the front wing here. We're going to see what happens. Alright, and we are away here. Our new wing on. Our car should handle so much better now. It was handling good until I decided I wanted to destroy it. So what's happening? We got to take care of this wing though, because obviously we'll not be pitting again, so we already got to take care of it. And we did better than what the prediction was. We predicted to come out at P6, and we came out P4, so that's pretty good. Hopefully George Russell, Verstappen, and Norris is really far ahead of us. I'm hoping at least we can run down George Russell, at least try to get a podium for our first start here. That'd be pretty cool, but we'll see though. So we are in podium at the moment, so that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, I gotta stop looking at my camera. Okay, we have approached George Russell here, trying to get around him. Here we go, right on him. Do not do that. We do not need to damage this wing at this again. Gonna be a little bit more cautious trying to get around. I was a little too aggressive early in the race. I've learned my lesson. Here we go in the DRS zone. We're going to try to take advantage of it. Here we go. Going to go up here now. What a run we have here, George Russell. DRS zone working great for the advantage for us now. As we get around George Russell, we are up to P2. Now we try to run Max Verstappen down.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Hey, we just took the fastest lap of the race. How about that? As we are really starting to run down Max Verstappen here. Here we go. Great run we're going to have over Verstappen. Gonna have to be cautious though, like we were or George Russell or not. We're gonna try to get in here. Little contact, some slight contact there with Max Verstappen, but we will take the lead away from Verstappen. Can Verstappen run us back down as we pull away here? Here it comes, Max Verstappen behind us. A run by Verstappen. He has to make a run. We are not gonna block that. There we go, Verstappen. He is here. He's trying to get around. We're gonna clip the grass here a little bit. That's all right though. Max Verstappen, he is here battling with us. Here we go. Verstappen took off a lot of time in that DRS zone back there as he's going to enter another DRS zone. We'll see what Verstappen can do here. Can he overtake us in this DRS zone? Here we go. Max Verstappen going to try to overtake us. He will not. He will not have to run. We'll hold him off here for a release, or release another corner. We will hold off Max Verstappen. Oh, Carlos is out. Something is wrong on the Carlos machine for Williams. He is out of this race. And he's going to have such a great run. Here comes Max Verstappen. Verstappen or me, or we go up to block him. Let's go in this corner. Verstappen. Yes, so Max Verstappen a run by him. We're going to play a little defense. The crossover by Max Verstappen. And he'll take the lead back away here late. Lap 17 out 20. Here comes George Russell to the picture. Me and Verstappen, I think, both went in the grass there for a little bit. As our teammate Lando Norris in fourth here. As we try to run the one car, Max Verstappen back down here. So we are here on the one car, Verstappen. Oh, shit. Oh, why did I try to overtake there? Why did I even try that? Oh, that was so stupid. The RS trying to take advantage of it, trying to get back up into Verstappen. Here we go in this corner. This corner's been very good for us. Get out of the DRS. Here we go. Right up here on Verstappen. Oh, I backed out there. I backed out. I did not want to damage my wing, so I backed out a little bit. Here we go. Trying to get around Verstappen. Verstappen so much on defense here at the moment. Here we go. Going to try to go out low here. Nothing going there. We did a DRS, so we'll get back behind that draft off of him.
That still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid. But look, let's move on. Get your head down and chin up and focus to the end of the race.
I completely forgot I was trying to achieve the goal here. Me and Verstappen battle. Me and Verstappen side by side. George Russell looks like he's going to come join us up here. Under the brake as low we go. Here comes George Russell there. I thought George Russell was going to take it free wide there for a moment. I started panicking. Verstappen got so loose out of that corner, and that's going to help us pull away here. Verstappen lurking in our mirror once again. Went a little wide there, hit the grass there a little bit. As we'll regroup as we roll out of this corner, going to hit that wall there a little bit on the exit. That's going to help Verstappen have a great run on us now. Little defense there, late block though. Controller got a block in there, but we did front block. That's going to hurt, really upset Verstappen. Here comes George Russell up the second. Here comes George Russell now. Russell for Mercedes trying to get the win here. Can George Russell do it as we come out of corner? That's the best I took that corner. I'm actually impressed myself. As we go back into our DRS zone, here comes George Russell. George Russell up here. He's going to take the lead away. Got to use them up there a little bit with the grass and the gravel there a little bit. Here comes George Russell. We'll take the lead back away here. Let's go down the straightaway here. What? Flag us out one more time round. And here comes George Russell. Trying to make a last lap pass. We'll block it. We're going to be so much on defense. Here comes our teammate Lando Norris as well. Go. In the DRS zone, can George Russell take advantage of it? Down the block, we went in the grass there a little bit. That was about to be a costly error by us. Here comes George Russell. We went wide. No way, I just choked that win away. You are joking. There's no way I just did that. There's no way I just choked that win away. We're going deep. We're going to go a little deep here. A little contact. Contact is made. Here we go, these final two corners, a little more contact. Here we go, out of the final corner. We were stuck up here in the high groove. Nothing we could do, but we'll take a podium. George Russell will kick off this season, but we'll take a podium. Let's go. I will be pumped about that. Podium. That's a great way to start this series off. Look at that, driver of the day. You love to see it.
Here's our winner. By George, he's done it. Russell wins.
To take the win at the first race of the season, now that is important. You get straight in to your competitor's head and they now know that you are the one to beat.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits for George Russell.
There you have it. George Russell will kick off the season as he will take over the points lead, obviously, because he won the race, as we'll take over the Constructors' Championship. Me and Norris both got podiums, so that's pretty cool. Alright, but the next time we are back here on F1, we'll be at China, and I just want to warn you guys, I want to play F1 a lot just because I want to give y'all some different stuff to watch than just NASCAR. I try to, but I wouldn't count on me posting this as consistently as I do my NASCAR stuff, just because, one, I like NASCAR just... I definitely get F1. I love F1. I think it's great. It's in my top 3 for motorsports, but I like NASCAR just a little bit better. Obviously, that's why this channel's dedicated to NASCAR. I literally got NASCAR all around me, so... I'll probably still gonna be more consistent post NASCAR 25 content, but again, you guys showed us great love. Like, obviously, you guys showed us some great love, like liking it, showing us support for it. I will obviously try to make this more consistent series. But other than for me here, thank you to everyone that watched today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And again, like I said, every Wednesday we're gonna start. I'm gonna try to start and go in live and do live streams so I can mix in normal videos like this and live streams. So, like I said, every Wednesday will be a Wednesday night stream, so be sure to watch that. But until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Noah here on the Stage Rate Gaming.